Who's he?
Hitman!
He's not important!
Okay. What is good, gamers and collectors? It's your boy Kitman, bringing you that JRPG and fan service content you deserve. And we are finally back with some more Eastern Nordics. And in the last episode, we dealt with Orith and found her palace and shut down her whole stuff. And until she ran away like a pussy. But, you know, and then we also freed this town from Orith's wrath. So now we got to continue on and seeing what we could do next.
Shadow, Karja.
What's up?
Rafe said he'd like to speak with you.
Right, and also Rafe was trying to kill his father because we found his father last time, and he was trying to do some kind of shenanigans to kill his father because he's a mercenary, we found out. And
Do you have a moment to hear him out?
I guess we have a moment.
Calm down a bit.
But I feels like he had a good reason.
Yeah. I'm sorry I jeopardized our operation on Ralphos like that.
Have you worked everything out? What were you going to do now?
I still have my mom to think about. So I'd like to stay aboard the Sandras if you'll let me.
I mean, his mom is on the Sandras. So that is a good thing to think about, even with his father there.
You should know that I haven't forgiven him.
I feels like that's not our call to say. I feels like that's your own journey.
I'm sure I'm not the best person to ask this, but why were you willing to go so far?
That man. My dad, Dawson, used to be the commander of the militia and the best swordsman in all of Karnak.
But something happened to ruin that his reputation. Like what happened?
My little brother Mark couldn't have been more proud to have him as our father.
Oh, his little brother Mark die?
Now that you mention it, I remember hearing the previous commander was a force to be reckoned with. And you say you've got a little brother?
Had.
One I was very close to. We spent all our time together.
Oh, is that what took him into the spiral that he is today? Because he lost his son and he thinks it's his fault?
Both of us dreamed of becoming militia members like our father when we grew up. But then one day, the militia tried to crack down on a group of pirates who'd been making trouble in town.
And it cost the life of your brother.
His sword arm was wounded during the battle. After that day, he wasn't able to swing a weapon anymore.
Oh. Wait, so his little brother didn't die? He just got injured and gave up?
As a result, he had to leave the militia. Wasn't long before he developed an alcohol addiction.
Oh. Now he's just a little bit more pathetic. I was trying to have some sympathy for him, but he's just a loser.
It'd make him violent at times.
He's just a goddamn loser.
Go back to the man we used to know. Mark and I both held on tight to that hope. It was the only thing that kept us going sometimes.
Where is Mark then?
But then one day, he tried to make me buy him booze with the money Mom had worked so hard to save up.
So he was a really
And
good
for the first time, I stood up to him with predictable results.
And did your little brother die? I'm assuming that it's going to lead to his brother dying.
Mark probably couldn't stand seeing him hit me over and over like that.
Yeah. So he lived in an abusive home. I guess I get a reason why he was trying to kill him.
So he offered to go buy the drink in my place.
And yet...
But as Mark ran to the store, a passing Roman army carriage sped by, trampling him to death beneath it.
There it is. There it is. I knew it. I knew it.
Ever since that day,
it made him even more of a spiral.
I've had these dark, murky urges churning around in my chest.
He blames his father for his brother's death, for just who he became, and everything else in between. Do Gran and the others know?
My dad was pretty famous in town.
I wanted to say the other option, but I'm gonna stick to the hero bit.
Rafe, I want your skills on our crew, so you're still welcome on the ship. But, speaking as the captain, If you cause any issues while aboard, you'll get zero leniency from me. If you can accept those terms, then you've got my permission to come aboard.
Momina is currently looking after Dawson. As long as she's there, I believe Rafe will be able to restrain himself.
Right. Sorry to have caused you so much worry, Dr. Flare.
I mean, I really can't blame him, honestly.
There will always be
But,
cases where parents
hey,
and children just can't see
sometimes
eye to eye.
you just gotta become better than your parents.
But no matter their relationship, there's still a bond between them that can never be broken.
I suppose so.
At any rate, I understand your situation now. Board the ship as soon as you're ready.
Aye, aye, ma'am. Adol. Karja. Thanks.
What makes her the captain? Well, I mean, I know she's supposed to be the older sister in this relationship that we have that's weird. But at the same time, can we be dual captains? I like that idea better. I don't want to take over her authority, but I don't want her undermining me either. Well, I guess she doesn't really do that because she does ask my opinion.
Finally get to the next region.
But yes, finally. Is it dolphins? Oh, it's the white whale. We have to give that the white whale a name. Does he want to become part of our crew?
All right, Adol. Set a course due south. We make for Specular Bay.
Specular Bay, eh? What's a good name for a white whale? Winter? That sounds lame.
Guess those kids didn't need any help from us after all.
Oh, they was staying by and
has grown a great
as a
deal
little
since
help
she
crew
began
just in
working
case.
together with Adol.
That's
But I
cute.
can't help wondering just why the Jarl. No, it's not my place to question.
Because I mean, he is still a father at the end of the day. So they keep a safe distance just in case we do run into trouble and they want to help us out. Fair enough. Chapter 5 complete. And now we're moving on to chapter 6. Ka!
A new letter?
From who? All right, we had a couple letters that we gotten. I don't know if I'm going to show all this on screen if I do it, but I might have to go do these so I don't lose track and forget that they are there. This letter consists of nothing but animal footprints. It almost feels like a plea of for something. Maybe a certain someone is hungry. Oh, is that penguin hungry? We couldn't commit a long distance otherwise. We couldn't ask for a better messenger. It's a good thing I pointed you for the task. Eagle is the best. I mean, he's the only bird we have, so I guess it makes sense. I don't think I've ever seen you this happy. Oh, our affinity with Eagle went up. I didn't know that was even possible, but sure.
Whaley adorable? He even came to see us off.
Whaley?
Mr. Whaley.
That's what we're calling him? Oh, he needs a better name than that.
What's with the corny nickname?
That's what I'm saying.
Through the ringer and back.
Aw, that's all water under the bridge, Karja. Besides, he's just so gosh darn cute. Isn't he, though? Those shoe button eyes on that giant body? How could anyone resist?
Can't say I see where you're coming from. Then again, now that
She's
he's
such a
back to his
tomboy.
senses, Mr. Whaley, huh?
She actually finds it cute. Oh, that's the cutest parts about the Karja I love.
Never heard of him.
She's being so petty.
I'm still trying to make sense of things. So, sorry for making you worry, Mom. But would you mind giving me some space?
Just promise not to do anything you'll regret.
They had to work out their own problems. This goes to Karja? I didn't know we can give gifts to Karja. I mean, it makes sense, but like, she's our sister. Apparently, we can't date her. So why are we giving her gifts? I guess you can give family members gifts. I'm just bitter. I'm just a little bitter, okay? All right, I will say I'm a little bitter. You're giving me this carving? Hey, Adol, tell me, Is this Hera statue cute? Where is this coming from? Oh yeah, hands down. You don't say. So this actually fits the bill. Rosa and Mirabelle toss that word around like nobody's business. But it doesn't make a lick of sense to me. How do you tell what's cute from what's not? It's a kind of a feeling you feel inside your heart and it just comes out. You're just like, oh man, that's adorable. I think guys and girls have different ideas of cute. Oh, really? In that case, guess it'd be best to ask the experts themselves. You want to understand what cute is, Karja? I see, then say no more. We'll give you the full rundown. Dang, she's getting a full lesson in cuteness. Rosa, what are some examples of things you think are cute? Let's see. Well, the dolls that I've had since I was a kid, for starters, they mean the world to me. Good, good. What else? P-cards? Isn't that... Oh no, that's a P-cool. I was thinking of the Vision of Mana of the P-cools in there, and I was like, is that the same? Is that connected? Nah, okay. I'm tweaking. Anyway, their itty bitty eyes are adorable, of course, but when they make those sweet little noises, I can barely contain myself.
For you.
And children's faces while they sleep, I guess. That's a weird one. Dolls, livestock, and children. So basically small things are cute. That about gist of it. She never grew up with girls. She's only grown up with guys and men. So now she gets to see the women inside of herself. She's such a tomboy. I love it though. That's probably true, but isn't it necessarily so respective? I suppose defining cute is more difficult than I realize. How about this? It's a word you use not just when something's small, but when it's so lovable that it just tugs on your heart. Right. You see something cute and your heart just goes. Exactly. I guess you could call it that gentle squeezing feeling you get in your chest. In that case, I guess the little girl we saved at the lighthouse made me feel that like that. Then you found her cute. Oh, you mean Sachi? Exactly, Princess. Sachi is definitely cute. Let's keep going. Can you name anything else? The white whale too, maybe. You mean Mr. Whaley? Are we really calling him that? I think he needs a better name than that. But I guess. I totally agree. Oh, so I'm on the right track. I never thought I'd see the day when we have this conversation with you, Karja. Well, Karja, what else do you think is cute? Ado, I guess. Oh, that came out of left field. What? Oh, and why do you say that? Well, he's my little brother, of course, but more than that, whenever I see his skilled swords play, my heart goes. I want to know. I mean, obviously, we're not real brother and sister, but we're like bonded through our trial through the Viking code, I guess you could say. And I wonder if she's feeling more of a little brother like or a lover like. I'm curious. I know that's not a thing right now, but I'm curious. I kind of feel like that's a little different. Rosa, I think that's you. Rosa is definitely one I think we only have the only option to go after for love interest, but I wanted to be Karja. I think I have to settle for Rosa. Really? But that's love, girl. Did something she said stand out to you? Yes. Hera say that gave me an epiphany. When the princess here calls Saji or Mr. Whaley cute, I don't think she's basing it off of their outward appearances. Rather, it's way they act and live their lives that resonates with and squeezes her heart. The same, of course, applies to you, Adol. Anyhow, I think our conclusion for today is that what's cute can vary from person to person. That is true. So if the princess says that little carving is cute, then that's what it is. Hey, you hear that, brother? She just ruins it every time, man. Turns out cuteness really is a layered subject. It's true. That's true. Thank you for the cute breakdown lesson, ladies. I don't know if I want to make this more of a like exploration episode where we go to a lot of these different exclamation points and see what they are, and then we go to the main mission, because I mean we will have to go that way anyway. Or if I want to kind of just go straight to the mission, I kind of want to make this an exploration mission. If I find anything useful, then I guess I will show it, but if I don't, then I will just go straight here. So I guess we'll figure that out. Okay, so there's something, an exclamation point here, so I guess we'll figure out what's going on here.
What's that over there?
Let's see.
Are those sharks? Sharks spotted off the bow, huh? Looks like it's chasing something. Is that a little fish? Would it be the sunfish? I hear they're rather common in these waters. Seems like he's having a rough time being chased by that shark. Not that it affects us any. It feels like we should step in. I knew Ashley was gonna want us help it. Well, that is just the circle of life, I guess. There's nothing we could do about that. That was cruel to watch, but you know, that's just how it works sometimes. Okay, so the next thing that we were looking at is somewhere over here. Is this a washed up ship? But whose ship? Oh, it's a Picard. Oh, is this the SOS that we were thinking about? So I guess this is the person that needed help. So I guess we found a third one. Now look over there. Whoa, isn't that a Picard? At a glance, it would appear that his ship is standing on was sunk by cannon fire. It looks terrified. We have to save it. Agreed. Else it's only a matter of time before Grieger make a meal out of the little guy. Let's bring it to safety. That was the one thing. So now let's move over to this island. There is an exclamation point here, so I guess we'll go here and see what's going on. This is where we found the alligator. Okay, so I did find this boss, and he seems pretty strong, but we're gonna try to beat his ass anyway. Get the fuck off of me. Now, I did find this boss before, and I didn't fight him because he was really strong, but now I'm coming back to beat his ass. And then we block that. Bat, bat. Good block. We're doing some damage. We're doing a lot more damage on him. It's a nice little out crocodile. Dodge. We're doing some damage. Good block. Good block again. Good block. He's almost dead. He's halfway. Halfway. Get the fuck off me, bitch. Good block. And good spear. Good moves. He's almost dead. Close to dying. And he's dead. And what do we get? A veteran seal. Okay, so now we're on the next island, and there might be some stuff here. So let's figure out what is here. Apparently these are strong monsters, and we are here to kill them. Oh yeah, they just keep coming back to life. So that killed all of them. He could deliver the reward. So there was just an onslaught of different type of kappa, I'm gonna call them, that was just trying to kill us. Depicts an ominous black wolf, grants curse resistance. Okay. Okay, so we finished everything on that island. So we're gonna go up to the top here and see what's going on over here. And see what's going over there. So I will jump cut over there. Is a ship. So it might be actually a shop ship, or a decoy ship that's actually a pirate ship. So
Ship to me.
let's
Let me have a look.
find out.
Let's see.
Oh, it's the guy from the island. Welcome, my name is Giorgio. I am a dealer of courses. Our meeting here must have worth of prevalence. Why not take a look at what my wares? He doesn't seem like a suspicious old man. So let's see what he has. He has basic beast parts, which technically we don't really need, but we do have this hidden treasure chart, so we will take that. As sea gods increase, how much? That is a lot of money. I mean, I am working with a little bit, so I guess I can splurge a little bit on that. Okay, so we're down here, and we got a exclamation point here,
Is that a sea creature?
so we can check it out.
See.
Is that like a sunfish? It's taking a nap. This one's not getting hunted down by sharks, so I guess it's actually pretty good. There's a ton, but the angles is almost like it's sunbathing. Haha, sunfish through and through. Oh, it's been eaten again. Oh, why does these creatures keep getting the bad end of the stick? The circle of life. But it was killed by a Grieger though. So are we gonna be able to save it this time? What's he looking at? Isn't that a giant bird carrying a sunfish? I can't stand to watch this anymore. Is it going to attack it? I don't know what's going to happen, but that's... Oh, can we fight that Grieger? I mean, it looked like it was a Grieger fish. I mean, a Grieger bird, but I don't know. Anyway, all right, so we get to check out this ship over here. It could be an enemy ship, or it actually could be another shop ship, so I guess we'll find out. He's here as a colorful bunch. You've got a raven with you. Did you know, according to the old legends, having a raven aboard your ship brings good luck? Yeah, that's a mercenary of the Hera for you. This little guy's been looking after us, over us. Ah, so you're a Norman, begging your pardon, ma'am. Name's Third, the fastest sea dog in the Abilia Gulf. Maybe you've heard of me. I've ended up stranded for a while thanks to the white whale, but it looks like he's finally calmed down. About time I should be getting back to work. Must have been fate that we met through, don't you think? Okay, so let's see what he has. Oh, we'll definitely take. Oh, how much money we? Oh, we just have just enough. We'll take that. So now we just need one more, and then we can open up the next Karja accessory slot, which is something we need. But I'm not. I don't know what this is, but I guess we'll figure it out. Huh? What do we know? There's a cave here. Signs point to it being used until recently. Maybe it's a pirate treasure trove. Might have been used by a Grieger's den. You really think so? If that's the case, then we'll have to clean the place out. I can sense somebody in there though. A human maybe? Well, the quickest way to find out is to head in and let's move. Well, the quickest way to find out is to head in and look. Let's move. Are we gonna find a vessel here? A Grieger vessel? I don't believe it. You're the last person I expect to see in here. The blonde merchant? From the Balda Sea Force Island? I thought I heard someone coming in.
Princess.
Why are you here? And who should it be but the princess herself? It's been quite some time. Inar, I figured you were a Grieger by now, but it looks like you're doing just fine by yourself. Wait, was he on Karnak this whole time? Or was he... No, yeah, he was on Karnak. He was one of the people talking to Cruz's dad in the beginning, but how did he end up here? Yeah, somehow or another. As for this young man over here, is he not the same one I saw with you on Karnak? I see, so monsters were Grieger after all. I had heard rumors of them, but to think they were shrouded all across Albalia Gulf. Ah, where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself, Adol.
My name is Einar. I'm a merchant operating out of Balta Island.
Yeah, I definitely met you before. He does seem kind of suspicious that he didn't get turned to Grieger and he's here, but, you know, we'll keep our eyes clear.
Gulf and its neighboring countries by boat, making purchases and brokering trade agreements.
I mean, he seems like a cool guy nonetheless,
Though
though.
there is much to be concerned about, I am grateful that our paths have converged.
I'm assuming he's going to be boarding our ship, though. Speaking of which, the general shop on Belta Island is Einar's. The kid usually running it, though, is his little brother, Folkley. Oh, no wonder they look kind of similar. He did kind of look familiar. Yeah, you aren't a warrior, Einar? You sure are polite, huh? Haha, you needn't feel obligated to match it. My profession had led me to develop a bit of a, shall we say, a habit of being overly cautious. Anyway, it's good to know that you're alright. What have you been up to? Everyone on the Belta Islands is worried about you, your kid brother especially. I see, my apologies for that. When Karnak was attacked, I just left for my next business negotiations. It was then I encountered these ominous battleships, the Undying Fleet. A number of them gave chase and I tried my very best to shake them off. That is how I wound up here in this Solian Basin. This island houses a secret storehouse of mine, so I found it a suitable place to lay low until the White Whale has calmed himself. Oh, he also was here because of the White Whale, or Mr. Whaley, as we learned. A secret storehouse. That's so cool. I was about to say this cave is very organized. Yes, I managed my wares very thoroughly so as to ensure their quality. Originally, I discovered this island by happenstance while seeking refuge from a storm. The surrounding photography, so the surrounding topography makes it difficult to spot. I guess they can't say photographs because phones don't exist yet. So that makes sense. A fact that I have taken full advantage of. Pretty screwed. Now then, if I may touch on the final matter. This is only a proposed proposition, but would you allow me to board your ship and conduct my business upon it, Princess? Of course. We could definitely use some more merchants on the ship. The Sandras ain't a merchant craft, you know. We don't have infinite space, and the people from Karnak are having a tougher time than you are. Why do you want on anyway? Well, Karnak is no longer a functioning town, and the waters have been overrun by Grieger. This will surely have an adverse impact on the follow of goods in Albalia Gulf. Okay, sorry for the random jump cut there. I went to go eat as well as I had a phone call with my wife. And now we're back and ready to go through this. Which is a seafaring merchant is not something I can overlook. And also, given that your ship provides ease of communication with Karnak's townsfolk, as well as the means to fending off the Grieger, would it not be more efficient for me to accompany you? I think so as well. You make a good point. You really are a salesman, Einar, with the silver tongue to match. Haha, thank you. Got it. In that case, welcome to the crew. We've sailed our own merchant ship far and wide, all by ourselves, right? I expect to lend a hand with onboard duties then. Naturally, I do believe I will be a service to young Ezer as well. May this be the start of a fruitful partnership between us and Princess, and you as well, Adam. So that was cool. We got a new crewman off that island, so that was pretty dope. So we had a side quest for you, Ashley. The white whale is almost like he was saying, let's meet again. Yeah, we already talked that. Here's your quest. What's got you so lost in thought? Oh, perfect timing. You two free right now, right? I have an important job for you. I swear, try to be nice and check in on the kid, and he starts talking down at us like always. It's just his bratty way of saying I need help. Well, out with it. What do you want? Right, so you both saw them too, right? Saw what? What else? The sunfish. No, didn't see him. How could you forget those poor little guys we saw in the Solian basin? Yeah, no, we seen it. We seen it quite well. Oh yeah, now it's coming back to me. I felt bad for her. I wonder what ended up happening to them. I'm worried about them too. But anyway, the sunfish are in danger. That's part of nature. The weak get preyed upon by the strong. Circle of life. If we start rescuing everything from the wild, then the whole ecosystem will fall apart. That's kind of cruel to say to a kid though. The sunfish from earlier are probably already dead by now. Hey, don't say stuff like that. One of them still seems to be safe. I even checked with the spyglass to make sure. So what are you gonna keep? So are you gonna keep it as a pet? Not a chance. We can't be wasting our time on that. Stop putting words in my mouth. I never said anything about taking it in. It's definitely what he thought though. I'm just scared it will get attacked again. All I want to do is find some place where it can sunbathe in peace. I like to give it a hand too. You too, Adol? Well, if that's what we're doing, then fine. I mean, it's hard to say no to a kid, especially someone that's part of our crew. So how do you plan on finding that sunfish a safe place to sunbathe anyway? Like I said, it's got natural predators all over the ocean. Yeah, I know that. That's why I'm already marked a few possibilities on our sea chart. I want to check them out in person though, so I was wondering if you could take me. Looks like they're all in the Solian Basin. What makes you sure these places will be good for it anyway? Nothing really. I'm just figuring somewhere nearby would be less strain on the sunfish. It'd be pointless if moving it to unfamiliar waters wound up killing it anyway. Now, quit wasting time. Just let me know when we get to those spots I picked out. Okay, I get it. Well, holler once we arrive at one of the. So be patient. She's almost like a kid brother that's very bratty, but very cute at the same time. Before we go to these spots, I feels like we should just go up here and see where these spots are. Okay, so this is the first spot. The fog makes it harder to be spotted, and there's also space in the back for the sun to shine through. Seems like a perfect place to take them in some rays, and the fog ought to keep it safe from predators. Yeah, this is the one, I'm sure of it. Dang, that was first try. I didn't even manage to go to the other spot, so that's cool. This is the first one I came to, so that's cool. Is it okay? It's not dead, is it? Shut up and look. That's just the way they sunbathe. Well, it looks happy, I guess. I guess more importantly, Ashley's happy. Looks like it all worked out. I think it likes the place. I'm glad we found a good spot. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna actually say thank you this time? Anyway, you really came through for me. The sunfish looks pretty happy too. So I guess this wasn't so bad. Your true colors really show when it comes to sea life, huh? Seems kind of like that's where your heart is. I wasn't expecting to feel this way either, actually. If anything, I thought I would always hate it. Huh? Why is that? Nothing. Never mind. More importantly, if something else comes up, you better help out again. Oh, got it? He's so demanding. Yes, what is it with you? You're such a little brat sometimes.
And that takes care of that.
Well, that didn't take long at all. You can have this book as a thanks for pitching in. It's from the study of my old house. I don't need it, so use it however you want. Ah, a Zura manual. So there was a beneficial reason to do that. Okay. I like that. Well, that's the whole point of RPGs. It's a good way to get something for your time. You was rewarded for your time. And we have to use our mana shield to go over the debris like so. I don't know what we'll find here, but maybe it might be a new vessel puppet or a Grieger puppet, I guess you could say, and or some other Karnak passerby or refugee, I guess, whatever. Wow, this is unusual. You hardly ever see fruit-bearing trees growing on the coast. It should make the fruit more variable to the sea breeze, but they all look so bright and unsoiled. We should not pick from the fruit. Kind of shocked that there's an island like this in the Sulian Basin. Well, there doesn't seem to be any signs of enemy nearby. Why don't we call the others? Yeah, it feels like there has to be something else here. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna run into that pirate again. Hey, Grin, Rosa, it's safe to land. Wow, this place, it was way bigger than I thought. And check out all those fruits growing around here. I feels like we shouldn't go picking from the tree. You know, the last time that someone picked from the fruit, it didn't go well for humans. Anyway, and check out all the fruits growing around here. With this many, we could probably make some fresh tarts or juice. This is one lovely little island you two found. We try. Anyway, let's get to harvesting. We're actually gonna pick all these fruits? We gotta leave some for the rest of the world. Heck yeah, just leave it to me. I'll have this place picked in clean in no time. Hey, you better not go manhandling them. We don't want a bunch of bruised fruit. Excuse me, who are you? I came over to see what that ship was all about. Whoops, didn't realize anyone was living here. Sorry to intrude. We're the Belly of Sea Force flying starboard. We spotted your island and decided to drop by for a look. I see, your crew doesn't look like pirates though. I don't know, we're actually kind of just nice travel passerbys. We were about to just go ahead and pick your fruit, but maybe we can plunder something else. Nah, okay. I mean, she's, okay, sorry. That's because we're from Karnak. You mean to say that the entire town has been enslaved by the Baltic Sea Force? What? No, that's not the case at all. That's crazy. Have you not heard about what happened to Karnak? I'm sorry, I never leave the island, so I'm not very familiar with what's going on elsewhere. I guess you don't need to be concerned when nothing comes over here. It's kind of hard to even come over here, so she has a very dull life, I guess. Okay, I should introduce myself. My name is Nana. Na. Okay, so I live in a settle near the center of the island. Would you mind telling me more about what happened to Karnak? Grieger, you say? It sounds like things are quite a mess outside of our little home. Thank you so much for informing me. If you never heard of them, then I guess they haven't been here yet. That may be due to how the ocean currents tend to amass garbage, debris that is. It is surrounding the waters. It's a good defense, kinda. The only outsiders we get tend to be pirates and merchants who've run adrift, strange folks such as yourselves included. It's a shame you never left this island. You don't have any outside contacts? Not at all. We all have everything we could ever need here. Dang, an island that bears everything that you need, that you never have to venture out. You never got curious? I guess curiosity just killed the cat, but Jesus Christ. I'm gonna say right now, because I got to, she got some big ass titties, bro. Jesus Christ, she's packing. But that's here nor there. But it had to be known. Wow, you don't hear that every day. By the way, you said that there was a settlement, wasn't it? What's it like? Oh, I'm sorry, but you better off staying away from it. You see, uncommon as it is, another ship did show up here recently. One mannered by a brand of rowdy pirates. Oh, I think we are gonna run into that pirate again. They went on an absolute rampage and caused us no end of trouble, so everyone's feeling a bit wary of strangers right now. If they were to see you, they might even try to run you off. Ooh, sounds like we should go any further island. Ugh. Ooh, sounds like we shouldn't go any further inland then. And you were all raring to go. That doesn't exactly make up for it, but do feel free to pick some fruit to bring back with you. My family tends this groove, and I like to do what I can to help the people of Karnak. So please, take as much as you like. Wow, she's very sweet. Thank you, Nana. We definitely appreciate it, but are you really sure we can have as much as we want? Yes, it's no problem at all. This island is a bit unusual, you see. The fruit grows so quickly that we're able to harvest it multiple times throughout the year. That is an amazing island. What is this, Promise Island or something? Is this the Promised Land? In fact, I don't think we ever been short on food in the entire time I've lived on this fooling island. Sweet. For real? That's amazing. I think we just stumbled into a full-on fruit paradise. You might be right if what she said is true. I mean, it's a bit hard to swallow. It's like a dream come true. Yeah, though we could just be getting our chains yanked. But hey, she's the one who lives here. Might as well treat ourselves a little. There's a couple different side quests here as well, so I want to know what that's about. Okay, so we will first do this.
Want to take a break here? Yeah.
Okay, so then we'll look around and see what we got here. So we got this tree. Phew, there we go. These oranges look pretty good, huh? Oranges grow in trees? I mean, I know they grow on like tree stumps, but I never knew that oranges grew in like the trees. That's weird. I would more be surprised it was an apple. Might as well grab some more fruit while we're here. Okay. There is treasure here too. So let's grab that. Just want to make sure that we grab everything. Is there a chest up top? Oh, it is. How do we plan on getting that up there? Sure, we're gonna have to like jump over or something. Is there another tree over here? Yep, there's another tree. Oh, this is pears? Pears grow in trees too? Crazy they even have pears here. They're so firm and shiny. How do they have pears growing? Does pears grow in trees? I might be more ignorant than I thought. Might as well grab some fruit while we're here. Some more fruit while we're here. before we grab that, let's grab this last chest up here.
Not this way.
Right, we're not allowed to go that way. Sorry. And I'm assuming these are going to be apples. You can smell the lemony goodness just standing next to this thing. Lemons grow in trees? What? What the hell? That should make for a hefty enough harvest now. Time to head back to Nana and the others.
Yeah.
This definitely seems strange. Like there's something here that we should be concerned about. Especially because I want to get this chest.
Yeah.
So why can't we get these chests? I'm sure there's going to be some way to figure it out. Dang, that is a big harvest. That's what we took? Whistle. Look at this massive haul. Guess we got a little carried away. We might not even be able to get it over to the ship without Dodge's help. Doggy's help. I always call him Dodge. I know it's a little late to ask, but are you sure it's okay for us to take so much? Of course, don't worry about us. Sample some for yourselves, and if it's to your taste, then come back for more. We can make it a trade next time if it helps you feel less reluctant. I like that idea. All right then, I guess it's time for us to shove off. We'll swing by again for another visit if we get the chance. Please do. I'll be waiting. I'm actually starting to get the munchies already. It won't hurt just for a couple, right? It feels like something's about to go wrong. Who have thought that we sell ourselves right into a lap of luxury? I don't know. Something just feels weird and off. Like there was so much fruit and they were easily giving it to us, but also they didn't want us to go in town because there was a pirate that came by, and now we were just able to take this. It just seems very too convenient. Sounds too good to be true, honestly. Their generosity is so much appreciated. It should be a boon to everyone's health too. Fruits are extremely nutrient dense after all. Now I get what Gren was making such a big deal about. Ha, damn straight. I'm planning to make some juice and desserts with them before they go back. Yeah, oh, I can't wait. Everyone's practically thrilled to pieces. I guess that picking we had to do pay off. Well, it was a good thing that we did it all together. I have to say though, it's hard to believe one island could be so bareful. If true, it's like it's the discovery to an end of all discoveries. If we can establish regular trade with them, it could really give us a boost in getting Karnak back on his feet. About that, when I really think about it, something doesn't feel quite right about all this. That's what I'm saying. Something just feels weird. Something feels off. Can we actually trust Nana? What if she was setting us up as like a way to get both the Sea Force out of their like lands? Like she's let us take all this fruit in a way to put us in a scam, like it was a scam to set us up for being the villains. There's a lot of debris in these waters, sure, but the Sandras had no trouble pushing through it. And yet the island's not on any of the Bolta Sea Force charts. Doesn't that seem a bit off? Does the Sea Force really not know about it? Maybe they just kept it a secret from you. Well, I can't say that that's a possibility entirely off the table. But it still begs the question, why go to all the trouble of hiding it? When you put it that way, it definitely does give me pause. On that note, there's something else that's been bugging me. When we were on the island, the only paths I could see were the wild game trails. Really? That's kind of weird thing to notice. Besides, it means there's loads of beasts living there, no?
No.
But she also said there was a human settlement near the center, didn't she? And harvesting the fruit would mean having to make a round trip over and over again. Animals tracks aside, isn't it shady that they don't even have a single man-made pathway? Rav's got a point. And that whole story about having fruit growing all year round seems rather unusual as well. It seems too good to be true. It doesn't seem natural. Speaking of the fruit, having heard everyone's thoughts, Addo begins to have his doubts about the island. With that in mind, he decided to try his Druid monocle on the island, on the fruit. A good call. Let me give it good call. Let me give it a go too. Through the lens of the mana, the truth has become clear. This was no normal fruit. This is radiating with some undead energy as the Grieger. What's going on here? Whatever you do, don't eat the fruit. Huh? Is something wrong with it? Yeah, the fruit's giving off Grieger energy. Oh, knew it was a setup. It was so good to be true. Grieger? You're saying these are Grieger in the shape of fruit? What? Now we have to worry about them in our food? Should we toss it overboard? Let's just calm down for a minute, everyone. Addo, would you mind using your mana to inspect us? I'd like to know if our handling the fruit had any adverse effects. This is getting weird and suspicious. I'm not seeing anything out of peculiar. Addo informed that he didn't notice any psychological changes occurring amongst the group. Phew, at least we can take some comfort in that. Yeah, I'm glad we found out before anyone took a bite. And now it makes me worry of that island even more. Wait a minute, Grin, did you? Haha, he already ate one. They just smelled so good and I was super hungry. So I snuck a few before I came back aboard. You what? Well, it's been a nice knowing ya. Rest in peace, Grin. Hey, I'm not even 1 foot in the grave yet. Only fooling. Maybe our powers can heal you. You can try throwing it back up. Oh, great idea. Go for it. Either way, it best be to look into these fruit and fast. We better have a talk with Nana lady again too. Was that Logger in disguise? Maybe? Or a Grieger in disguise? See, when I saw that there was treasure on the island, that's when I started to get the suspicion that something wasn't adding up. And why she immediately came to us to say, here, take the fruit. Because no one would be that generous to take as much as you need. That just seemed weird. Okay, we made it back. And of course, there's all kinds of Grieger here. Well, this place is swarming with Grieger. And Nana act like she had no idea what they even were. That's a big idea here. What's the big idea here? We should start by finding Nana. Where did they all hide during the last visit? Even if they had been, I don't see the point of bothering. Anyway, let's track down Nana and get the facts from her. Something just doesn't seem right. Oh, before that, I just had an idea. Any chance we might be able to see something through the Druid monocle here? What is up with the fruit? The fruit is kind of glowing. Holy, there are Grieger vibes coming off every damn one of these fruit trees. This island's creepier than meets the eye. We better brace ourselves, Adol. There you are. We've been looking for you. So she knew that we were going to be coming back. Oh, it's you. What's the matter this time? I already told you not to come any further into the island or the settlement might give you trouble. Just stop all the lies. Who are you? Sure, I expect we haven't seen a settlement anywhere around here. So what's really going on? Climbing up to us, huh? Something's definitely fishy about all this. This fruit on the island is abnormal. This island is lousy with Grieger. Oh, you mean those monsters you told me about? I haven't been aware of any. But why would you ask me such a thing? We're mana wielders, so we can see it, and not just in the fruit either. There's Grieger energy all over this island. We fought all of them leading up to this place. So give up the charade. Who are you really? Ah, is that so? Then you're the mana users I've heard so much about. And since you see this island for what it is, there's no need for me to play at being human anymore. What do you mean? She's a Grieger herself. I told you before, but this place is called Fugaling Island. Orth of the Trident created it long ago to be Orth of the Trident created it long ago to be an undying orchard. Once that would be a beneficial of. Orth of the Trident created it long ago to be an undying orchard, one that would be bountiful for all eternity. Humans, blinded by their own greed, would then try to exploit it for more than they needed. The idea was to use the greed to serve her own ends. I mean, that's a pretty good plan, because, you know, human greed is very strong. But damn, that's very cruel and evil. I want to kill her even more now. Oh, where did that dog come from? That was weird. So whoever eats the fruit from this island eventually becomes a deadliest Grieger themselves. So Grin's gonna become a Grieger, and we're gonna have to save him. Just like my cute little pet mining here. What the? Turn any humans that arrive on this island to Grieger. That's the order of the Trident Grave. Mining and I ended up here because of a shipwreck. He started off as only a pup, but he kept eating one fruit after another, and now look at him. So she fell into despair. So is she a human, or she's a Grieger just playing a human? I'm sure it won't be too long before all you start changing too. Blood and thunder, Orth again, always sticking thorns into our sides. Your circumstances don't matter to me. All I'm concerned with is following the Trident's orders. And now that you've exposed this island's secret, your fate is sealed. Let's do this, Adol. So now we just gotta deal with this stupid dog. That's actually not that strong at all. I thought he was gonna be a little bit more stronger than that. He keeps backing up, and he's about to get fucking put in the dirt. That's what you were planning to attack us with? That was pretty weak, to be honest. Phew, that wasn't too tough. Are you alright, Mining? His wounds won't heal. So it's true, mana users really can defeat the undead. We like to talk this out if possible. It's pretty clear that you're out of your league. Yeah, no point in finish you off before we get our answers. Of course, we can change that if you still keen on duking it out. fine, I surrender. But I'm not out of any desperation to live, mind you. I just hate to say goodbye to mining like this, is all. Then maybe now you'll be willing to spill the beans? How many fruits does it take for a Grieger to turn to a Grieger? Eating only a few won't trigger a transformation. It's more that the potential of becoming a Grieger greatly accumulates with every bite. Either way, if you have the power of mana, the effects of the fruit will wear off, so I think. I'm not part of the Trident, so I can't speak with the authority on the matter. Our power shouldn't have been able to cure our power should have been able to cure it, but I guess we can't relax completely yet. Let's put it like this then. Is there any way to completely prevent someone that ate the fruit from becoming a Grieger? Honestly, I couldn't say. However, there are two others on the island who may have some ideas. Gunniel and Neri? Who the hell are they? So, there are other islands besides you? I thought the settlement story was just a lie. It was, but you would have found it unusual. It was, but you would have found it unusual if a person who clearly resides here told you there wasn't one to know. Whether we're neither human nor a Grieger, our existence lies somewhere in between. So she's just a human that's pretending to be a Grieger, or just no identification at all. Miney and I were already barely clinging to life when we washed up here, and our bodies succumbed not long after. But because we had eaten a bit of the fruit, our souls remained behind. Oh, so they're like ghosts? We are no longer living, we merely exist. Oh, yeah? I imagine my two fellow islanders are ingling their time away somewhere. If you're so curious, why not talk to them? As if we need your permission. I'm worried about Grin, so let's get what we can and find so let's see what we can find out. The whole island's a mystery anyway. Wouldn't hurt to explore it some more. And it's unfortunate that Nana became a traitor, or she's a ghost, or whatever she is, because I actually kind of liked her. And she has some big ass titties too, so it's unfortunate that she became a bitch. It's like we just can't find any love in this game. I mean, I guess Rosa's already fitting the bill, but... So how are we going to push this out of the way? The path is completely blocked. We could probably shatter this thing if we went all out, but it's still a tough going. I know the perfect guy for the situations. Dogi? These situations meaning smashing rocks? Oh, I gotcha. I get you. You want to call him over to help. Is that it? Yup. I knew it. Dogi's the perfect person for this. I mean, he did this a lot during the old days of Yeast 8. Oh, so this is the boulder you guys want me to smash, huh? Not quite the same as a wall, but these fists ain't too picky. Thanks for getting me in on this. Glad we can count on you, Dogi. Of course. Size, I could use some limbering up every now and again. Wow. Oh wow, you got a real track record for this. My only question is, why'd you bring half the crew with you? When I told them I was going ashore, they insisted on tagging along, no matter what I said. Damn it all, how could you just dupe us like that? I'm going to be okay though, right? Right? Tell me I'm not going to wake up one morning and be a blue-haired and gray-skinned. Who knows? I can't say anything for certain. She likes to tease. She's a fucking con artist. I love it. Give me a break. While we're on this subject, None of the fruit from the island has been circling around Obalia Gulf, has it? Via, say, pirate or merchant ships, for example. Just wondering if we all might be slowly turning into Grieger without even knowing it. Don't say that. I'm already nervous wreck after eating just 2 of them. And remind me whose fault that was again? He ate 2? Come on, man. He was so greedy he couldn't even wait. I probably did the same thing, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, so that's how you're gonna be? I don't believe it's ever been distributed outside the island. As a matter of fact, this island was all but non-existent until just recently. Even the occasional ships that did manage to wander their way here had their entire crews turned into Grieger. Well, that's a relief. Or wait, there's nothing good about that at all. If I may ask, Nana, you'll continue to help Ado and the princess with this, won't you? Grin is very important to us all, and we want to make sure he'll be okay. That's probably the reason Ado and Karja decided to spare you. So maybe keep that in mind, yeah? I'm well aware. Haha, nothing but love for Grin with this bunch. Now, we've gotta make extra sure not to let him down. Alright? First things first, let's get this path opened up. Give me some space, everyone. Damn, we actually got a cutscene for that. Well, you're a total beast, Dougie. He's fucking beast. That's why he's my right-hand man, bro. That's why I take him everywhere. That's my dog, bro. That's my dog. Not half bad, big fella. Dang, he fucking turned that boulder into fucking miss me. They don't call me the wall crusher for nothing. No, so normally I ask to join you in this exploring the place, but I'm sensing more Grieger up ahead. Which means this job is one better left to you mana users, huh? Guess the rest of us will head back to the ship then. You taking her with you? I sure like to give you a piece of my mind and then some. But since you're cooperating with Ado and Karja for the time being, I'll just keep it up and leave it at that. So be it. Not that I go so far as call it cooperating. God. What's the matter? My stomach just started hurting. It's like crazy all of a sudden. We should get back to the ship and have a dot look him over. I have a feeling that we're gonna have to fight Grin as a Grieger puppet and save him. For sure. We'll see you two later. Good luck with the investigation. Thanks. We got it. We got this. You don't think Grin will actually, nah, I'm sure he'll be fine, right? It's odd, but something about this feels vaguely nostalgic to me. What you mean, Grin and them? Yes. I could have sworn I had forgotten what it was like to be human. Anyhow, Grin's counting on us to figure out a way to keep him from going Grieger. Let's move on and find those other islanders. Oh, they all look like kind of pirates. They have the same kind of streak in their hair. Oh, it's you people. I was watching from a distance, so I already know the stitch. You're the ones Nana took for a ride, eh? Not too pleased to hear you put it that way, huh? But if you're all caught up, then we can cut to the chase. Do you know how to stop someone from becoming a Grieger? Well, let me think. Don't know if it's related or not, but I have a familiar with a rather unusual phenomenon. You see, I've been watching the weather around these parts for nearly 100 years or straight now. What? You spent all that time just staring at the sky? Sure. There was nothing else to do, nor anything I wanted to do, so what the heck? It's not as if we'd ever been able to leave this island anyway. Still seems like an odd choice, even for being stranded here. Haha, I wouldn't expect you living folk to understand. So they're all ghosts that just have lingering thoughts that are trapped on this island, so can we like help them pass on? Everything seems to be matter so little once you have hardships and rigors are gone. Well, whatever, back to what you're going to tell us. Right. On the night of the typhoon, I saw a tree get struck by lightning and turn back into normal for an instant. Reckon it was on the far end of the island over on the high cliff top. The undead energy took it back over there after just a few minutes, but I recall thinking it was pretty extraordinary. Lightning, huh? Natural energy like that is also present in mana. Maybe there's a connection. Not sure about the boy, but you're a Norman. Not sure about the boy, but you're a Norman, aren't you, lass? Seeing the flames of ambition in your eyes really takes me back for some reason. Nana said something similar. Were they all Normans in the past? Actually, now that I get a look at your getup, are you a pirate? I haven't been out to sea for over a century now though. Looking back, this might even be my punishment for betraying my local crewsmen and scraping off on my own. That's how I ended up carrying away by the ocean and washed ashore on this island. I managed to survive off the fruit, but eventually the injuries I got while adrift must have taken their toll. And now nothing left of me but my immortal soul. Sigh, existing forever with no real purpose sure does grow dull. I'm getting depressed just listening to this guy. We asked and he answered though. Let's look for another person now. I want to know if they're all connected. They all have the same color hair. Was they all family? Like this is the mom, that was the brother, and that was the sister? My word, are you humans? What in the world brings you here? I see. Nana has always been one to strive towards the Trident's orders. Meanwhile, I wasn't even aware that we had visitors. Sorry, but we're going to need your help actually. Do you know any way to stop someone from turning into a Grieger? Let me see. I can't promise it's relevant, but there was an incident that bothered me once. Just so you're aware, the Trident's underlings comes by periodically to collect provisions. See, the Grieger, the fruit that grows here, is both satisfying and rejuvenating. Ah, is that so? Maybe we should burn it all down later. That's a very rash thing to say. In any case, it's our duty to gather the harvest and present it to them. We may be merely souls now, but we can still materialize with enough concentration. So they're trapped here to work endless lives even though they're dead? That's crazy. Maybe we can save them in their English. But once when I was in the middle of gathering, they scolded me saying not to mix in any bad fruit. What was that you mixed in exactly? A golden apple that I picked from a tree on the far side of the island. Oh, is that the fruit, the fruit of Eden? Or example of it? A golden apple. That's rarer than rare. Quite so. Though, to be fair, I never seen any apple trees on this island before to begin with. I'm sure they must be growing somewhere around here still. Oh, they're probably in that cave. Do Griegers just hate apples? I honestly can't say. I recall one way or another. After all, I'm indifferent about most everything these days. At any rate, sounds like it could be worth searching for one of those golden apples. If Grieger hate them so much, they have the opposite effect from the rest of the fruit on this island. She picked it from a tree on the far end of the island, so that's probably where we ought to head next. Putting that aside, you, the red-haired boy, the sight of you puts me ill at ease for some reason. It almost makes me feel as though I'm frittering my time away. Makes sense. Adol spends every free moment he's got trying to dive into some adventure or another. Hey, that brings back old memories. Oddly enough, how heretic and driven I was back then. She's probably very hot back in her olden days, but I mean, I'm not opposed to fucking a gilf. I mean, nah, I'm just kidding. In my effort to obtain abstract artistic levels of outrageousness wealth, I founded a trading company and worked tirelessly morning, noon, and night. Then one day I put to sea despite knowing it was a reckless move at this time, all in an effort to outdo the competitors. I wonder if that's a reference to one of the other Yeast games. The only games I ever played was Yeast 8 and 9 a little bit, and I haven't played any of the other Yeast games, but I wonder if that's like a reference to either Yeast 9 or something, because I know this takes place before Yeast 9, I think, and after, or before Yeast 8, or maybe after. I don't know what the order is. The timeline is so confusing still. I'm still getting used to the timeline, but if someone wants to know, let me know down in the comments down below. I would love to know. As a result, my ship sank and I found myself stranded here. Now just look at me. I was so frustrated at first, knowing I'd never be able to finish my life's work, but over time I simply stopped caring. Everyone on this island seems kinda out of it in one way or another. Anyhow, I want to head for the far side of the island next. And here's a gigantic boulder number 2. I can feel wind blowing through the gaps. Could it be that there's a cave past here? Let's call Dogi. Do we want to try asking Dogi again? Not telling he can actually break it or not though. Well, I guess we're gonna have to find out. Let's have a look and see here. It's pretty solid. Looks like it must fallen from the subsoil up above. It's way sturdier and thicker than the one from earlier. So sorry, but I don't think I can smash this thing for you. Was afraid you say that. If Dovi can't do it, then that's that. But a guy like you can do the impossible, right? I appreciate you think so highly of me, but how's about we look for another way to deal with this? She came out of nowhere, by the way. That kind of freaked me out. So this is where you were. Did you already meet with the others? We did, and they gave us a few leads. But then this stupid boulder decided to cut us off. Now we're stuck with no way to move on. I see. I suppose we've no choice but to give up then. I want to give Grin some peace of mind. Just giving up isn't my style. You do realize that what you seek might not even be on the other side, don't you? That's the life of an adventure. You truly are something. Nothing at like the rest of us. We didn't just sit by and only just wait for our lives to just be taken from us. Actually, I do have one suggestion to offer. We may be able to demolish this boulder with mining's help. Miming? You mean that Pet Grieger? Yes. His battle instincts with his battle against the two of you has him tuckered out. But I fed him plenty of fruit, so he should be feeling much better. Wow, surprised we can bounce back from beating like that so quickly. So you're saying we can leave this to you? Yes. After all, you don't seem willing to let this stop you. Well then, I'll go check in on miming. You wait here. Will do. Sounds like that's settled. I guess I'll head back to the ship then. Too bad. I like Dogi helping. Wait, she said, but for how long? At this point, I would have rather we just gone with her. It's not like she could be really trustworthy. Oh, there you are. Mimimi is getting back to his old self by little. I believe he can help you break this boulder now. Let's get right to it then. Feels bad letting him steal Dogi's thunder. Give the guy a break. He's not your personal demolition crew. Alright, Mimimi. Whenever you're ready. Is that Grieger's strength? Cool. Hey, that did the trick. Now we can finally press on. If I recall, the inside of the cave is fairly expansive, but there should be an exit if you make your way upward. Aiming for that might be your best bet. We'll keep that in mind. I really don't have the right to say this, but for whatever reason, I want to see all of your efforts be rewarded. Kind words, but you already fooled us once, so I've got no intention of trusting you twice. I understand. What the? Now you really are throwing me off. It feels like she didn't want to trick us the first time. It feels like she didn't want to trick us the first time, but she was forced to. And now she feels bad about it. Anyway, come on, let's see what's up ahead, brother. Anyway, this has turned out to be one long expedition that I was not expecting at all. This island definitely intrigues me. I thought this was going to be like a quick little exposition that we come through and get some fruit and then be done with it. It's a cross. But now it's turned into a whole different type of situation that I am glad that I'm going to be turning this into its own episode on its own. Because, you know, this is actually something really cool. All the fruit's been picked. Wow. Now there's a fine tree. Kind of strange to see one grown in a place like this. Doesn't look like any apples are there though. There doesn't look like there's any apple. Doesn't look like an apple tree though. It doesn't seem like it'd be good lightning rod.
Yeah.
No doubt. It's been no doubt this has been the highest point of the island and all. That guy said the tree lost its Grieger energy for a short while, after the lightning struck, yeah? Let's see it closer look with the Armana. Huh? I'm sensing Grieger energy from this tree. Is it all the way up? Did we pick the wrong one? Working real hard, aren't we? Proper cruise mates, you are looking out for your pal like that. Hey, it's the whole family. That voice, oh, the whole gang's here. You have come up with any other leads since we last spoke? No real luck to say the We thought this might be the tree with the golden apples, but I guess our hunch was wrong. Off. Now we have now where have I seen this tree before? Is this the resting place of theirs? I don't notice some letters carved lightly into the trunk of the tree. While the message is a little hard to make out, it appears to say, "With prayers for my family." What's this? Looks like a note someone left behind. I think it might have been my doing. That is to say, back when I was still human. I'd completely forgotten. But what made you write it here of all places? It's the highest point of the whole island, so I guess it's the perfect place. Let me see if I can recall correctly. It was because I buried something important beneath this tree. Is it the golden apple? A memento of my family, a charm with runes engraved into it for a good luck. How could it have slipped my mind for so long? Just what happened during your human days? They all have the same color hair. Are they not related? Or is it supposed to show that they're dead? The era I lived in was plagued with natural disasters. Everyone was desperate to rebuild their lives, but piracy was becoming more rampant at the same time. One day, a band of pirates raided our settlement and began plundering everything we had. So that story wasn't technically a lie, it just happened a long time ago. My family said they wanted me to survive, if nothing else. So they risked their lives to ensure my escape. But the little boat that Mimi and myself were on was capsized. When I came to, we had washed up on this island. That's so. A former pirate, you got my condolences. So why did you bury the charm? Your family sounds like wonderful people. Yes, they truly were. The charm I had a mana-like quality to it, one the Grieger were not fond of. So I decided the least I could do was bury it somewhere with a pleasant view. And now now that I'm neither human nor Grieger, all I do is follow orders from the Trident. I'm sure this isn't what my family would have wanted for me. She finally realized her lingering regret. Haha, thank you, Mimi. Grieger and I guess you were still a human at first. Anyway, we've searched everywhere immediately of this island now, and yet still don't have any leads on how to save Grin. Now what? Oh, the monocle. Hey, Addo, your pocket's glowing. Oh, it's Lily. Addo pulls out the Lily shell. Addo, where are you right now? How can she even contact us? And why now all of a sudden? Something you're visiting familiar aura. Familiar aura. The only thing near us is this tree. Is a tree, though. Suspect that tree, capable of housing mana. Given the right trigger, power imbued into it should manifest. As those golden apples, maybe? Probably. If we can get one of those, we might be able to cure Grin. Only thing is, the lightning I saw was triggered before, eh? Which means we're gonna have to wait for the next thunderstorm. Actually, my power will suffice. Instead, should take until nightfall to prepare. Although a position to Grieger, I may still be hope for former humans. Possible to break, cursing binding our souls to this island and restore your humanity. Restore our humanity? So we can save them. Will they become part of our ship? Well, there's a shot. I hadn't even considered the notion of being human again.
Yeah.
If you're up for it, we don't mind lending a hand. our share of crops gonna be top priority, but we do owe you all for your help so far. Becoming human again would mean giving up our Grieger bodies, huh? Still, with our souls loose, we'd be able to leave this island, or even make it to the afterlife. Didn't she liken it? Oh my god! Didn't she liken it to a poison for Grieger though? I don't particularly enjoy the thought of having to suffer. So you're okay with staying Grieger? This will set you free. Set me free? I'm not sure what you make of that. After all, I never felt unsatisfied with this life. This conversation we're having right now feels no different from talking to your average person. So if your bodies are Grieger, I think your hearts are still human. So instead of spending each and every day zoning out on this island like you're already dead, why not try to live a life and you can be proud of? That's a real Norman way of looking at things. Not that I disagree, mine. But even so, it's not a choice we can make right now on the spot. Fair enough, it's really up to you in the end. We'll give you until we come to collect the apples to decide. Alright, Ado, let's head back to the ship and get the guys up to speed. It feels like only Nana's gonna end up leaving eventually. You think though? You think it will make it? I'm not gonna turn, am I? My stomach still hasn't stopped twisting, and I've got this crawling feeling all over my body. Like I said, you'll be fine. Now quit worrying yourself sicker, will ya? Just have some faith in those two and sit tight. I think, yeah, worrying is gonna make him more sick. Ado, Karja, you're back. How'd the investigation go? Good news, we learned a lot actually. Special golden apples, and you're gonna get them for me? Nice work out there, guys. All that's left now is to actually pick the things, huh? Yep. Still, it's going to take a little while to prepare, possibly even until tonight. The tides around this part of the seas tend to shift at night. So why don't you guys disembark while it's light out and wait for it to get dark on the island? Yeah, that might actually be the safest way to go. I'm counting on you two. Save me before I start going all Grieger. It's been nigh on a century since I last got this much exercise. I suppose that means many wins the round as well. What are they doing? I guess they're learning to be human again. Oh, welcome you two. Gunnail and Granny near. We're playing with Minami. Huh? Didn't you tell us that all you do is stare at the sky every day just a bit ago? What can I say? Something came over me and now I can't keep still. It's the thought of being human again, huh? May not look it, but I had the fastest legs on my pirate ship back when I was a human. I've been feeling rather spry myself. I got to remembering how it felt to work around the clock, managing a trading company, and it made me realize how much time I'm wasting here. Sounds like you're becoming more human. Oh, you could be right about that. Speaking of which, are you two here about the earlier matter? Yeah, we're thinking about standing by until we gotta. Yeah, we were thinking about standing by here until we go apple picking tonight. I see. So, have you decided on what you'll do? Those golden apples can turn a Grieger back into humans, right? Can't say I ain't curious. But after all this time, the thought of no longer being undying anymore spooks me. Very true. Our once infinite time would become limited. That's true. But at least you'll be living. And I think that's more worth any amount of time. There's a wide world of fun out there. What about you? I've given it a lot of thought. And continuing life as a Grieger is being to feel wrong to me. I've only just come to this realization though, so I'd like more time to sort it out. Putting it on hold again, eh? I suppose that's fine. Your friend's named Grin, yes? It's a bit late to be saying this, but I'm praying that he at least does not become a Grieger. Me too. I'll depend on how many we manage to harvest. But I guess we're obligated to set aside some apples for these guys too. If there's some left, but I'm sure there will be. So, should we just wait until night falls? Yes.
All right, let's do this.
All right, that settles things. I'll give Lilia the signal. Oh, then would you mind playing with Mingy in the meantime? What, he wants to fight me again? I guess we can kick his ass. None of us are able to go out None of us are able to go all out entertaining him, so he's always left to amuse himself. Well, we got plenty of time, so why not? Hee, thank you. Ha, you'll run down the bone before you know it. We'll just be watching from a reasonable distance. So what, we're gonna be fighting again? Oh, we were just running. Pant. Who can stay sane after going back and forth across the island so many times? Ha 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 ha. What'd I tell you? Play dates with miming or back-breaking work. We appreciate you too. This might be the first time I've seen him so satisfied. Who thought we would actually be playing with a Grieger dog? Anyway, hee. And in the meantime, night fell before we even knew it. So she's about to have the lightning strike. Oh, looks like Lydia's ready too. About time we climbed through the cave and got to the tree then. Oh, it's Hegel. A raven's flying this way. It's Hegel. Is Hegel about to die or something? No, okay. That would have been devastating. Grieger's ship is approaching Fulling Island. Should we intercept requesting orders? Oh dear, a Grieger ship. Probably here to pick up some more fruit. I wager why now of all times. What will you two do? We can't return to the Sandres. Intercepting them would make trouble for you. Right. It would be a pain if they find out what we're doing. We're on the Right. It would be a pain if they find out that we're on the island. We'll have the Sandres maintain its distance and keep an eye on the Grieger ship. I'll go ahead and write our response now. It's incredible how quickly you two can assess a situation. This is nothing really. It comes part of the job. We've been doing this for a while now. At any rate, if they're sailing this way, then you two need to hurry. Yeah. But even so, it'd be best to figure out who we're in for. Let's hide in the shadows for now, Adol. Is it gonna be Orif? It's gonna be some random crew. Hey, is the guy from Karnak? Thanks for the welcome, wannabes. You know why we're here, right? We worked as swiftly as we could to ready these for you. Please take them. Ah, how very considerate of you. Drool, the fruit here is mighty scrumptious. I can't wait to dig in. Your preparations is appreciated. Now, for our second order of business, my messenger tells me he sensed the meddling presence of mana on this island. Does that ring any bells for you folks? No, not not in the least. It's difficult to say. I've been so awfully forgetful lately. That's the whole truth and nothing but, right? I'm warning you, wannabes. Isn't this the guy from Grieger who ran away? I want to kick his ass. Anyone who disobeys orders or spouts lies will be strapped off their selfhood and made into my slave. Keep that firmly in mind as you answer my question. We naturally were aware of that. Isn't that right? Hey, of course. I may have something of note. Mimi picked up a strange relic on the other day. Do you remember where it was buried? We shall take you there. You should have mentioned that earlier. We have to look into it pronto. We'll take care of things here. You two should hurry up over to the tree. I kind of want to deal with those Grieger myself. Looks like they brought us some time. Let's head over now while we can, brother, to the tree beyond the cave. Can you hear me? Preparations on my end are complete. Yeah, we've just arrived at the tree. Ready when you are. Right. Now, without further ado, I shall send my mana over. How is she able to transfer mana like that through a shell? Wow, they really do shine like gold. The mana powers will likely dissipate by the time dawn breaks. Adol, please do hurry. I have a feeling that we're going to have to fight those Grieger in the process. Okay, let's get to move on and pick those apples. We don't know how long Nana and them are able to stall for us. And here we are. I knew we were going to have to fight them eventually, which is good. I'm tired of sneaking around them anyway. What? They already caught up to us. What's with that mana I'm sensing? It's liable to burn my beautiful eyes out. I'll have to wipe it all out as order and keep all the glory for myself. As we ever let you, these are ours. What happened to the islanders? I'm wondering the same thing, but we can take care of this first. Actually, hold on a second. Over there, those, they're those. Oh, we got a ghost with big titties over there, and they're holding the fucking dog, Ming. Yeah, so I finally noticed. That's right. These are the island's residents wannabes. They got turned into actual Grieger. I've known for a while now that you've been sniffing around this place, and still they tried to hide everything they knew about mana, not to mention the two of you. That's why I used the power of the tridents bestowed upon me to turn them into my obedient servants. I'm sure they prepared themselves for the worst, but this sickens me to my stomach. Dang, we thought we was actually going to save them. But now they're just our enemy. You're really going to do what he says? Yeah, yes, that's it. Let it eat at you. Here's an idea. I'll have them all Of course, here's a deal. I'll have them, a lot of them, deal with you, one mono wielders. Come on, step forward. Kill the mono wielders. Damn, why did Nana was the only one that turned into the ghost booby ghost? Why did Nana was the only one that turned into the ghost booby lady? And the other turned into just regular old Grieger? Guess we've no choice but to use our powers to snap them out of it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this. So she turned into a puppet vessel. I didn't want to do this, but you leave me no choice. Did we actually kill them though? And they probably use this moment to run away like usual. Man, wake up already. How long are you going to stay like that? You're not truly Grieger. Yell at them all you want. It won't do a thing. Why not? Because Grieger are unchanging beings. Now that we, the wannabes, have been transformed into obedient Grieger, I'll be using them as my pawns for all eternity. Shut your hole. Listen, you're humans, remember? Not Grieger. This isn't how you want it to end. Didn't you want to leave this island? All of you, come with me. I'm telling you now, I can't guarantee what might happen to him if you try to interfere. Shh. Is killing them our only choice? Less talking, more following. Still, we gotta make a decision when it comes down to the wire. I'm sick of these Grieger. There they are. So, this is the source of the middling mana. It's so bright and shiny. Hurry up and cut down the tree. Did you say something? No, oh, wasn't you? Now's our chance. So they were playing this whole time. No way. Insubordinate. You shouldn't even be capable of betrayal. I won't forget this. Damn it, why is this sneaking coward always being able to fucking run away? I want to kill him. We did it. I always hated that pompous, stuck-up buffoon. Getting back at him was like a breath of fresh air. I don't remember the last time I felt so furnished. We got a hold of ourselves with the both of you calling out to us, right, Mining? So now they're passing on. They didn't even get to leave the island. This is so sad. I didn't think this is how this episode was gonna go. That's great to hear, but what's with that light? We're not able to you're not able to disappear, are you? Is it because you fought against us? No, it's all right. We prepared for this. At this rate, you won't even make it through the night, let alone get your humanity back. The two of you told us to live our lives that we can be proud of. It was those words that gave us the courage to take the step toward that. So they wanted to live on in peace, take their souls to the next level. Allow me to express my gratitude as well. Meeting you had me feeling as though I was human again. I can die in style now because of you folks. So thanks for crossing paths with us. I see. Okay, I'm sure you all ended up where you should be as the people you are. Whoops, still got one last thing to do before it's all over. Go on, Mining. Mimiming. What? Why are you giving this to me? I knew Nana was going to be the only one that's going to be able to eat it and survive. She still has a whole life to live. Shouldn't it be too late for you yet? I'll hinge my bets on you two last. Nuri, Gunno, you probably don't have much time left either. Make the choice you won't regret. What do you want to do? What do I want? I want to change. Even in my last moments, I want to live in the now. She wants a second chance at life. And here lies the grave of the three. Okay, then. Time to get moving. And Nana's going to be part of the crew. We got another stop to make now, so let's set straight away. It's trying to fake us out, but I know for the fact that Nana's here. We're here. Welcome to Minakarna Village. A lot of merchant ships pass through here, so it should be easy to get whenever you want to go. I knew she was going to still be alive. Wow. So we took her to the place where Felicia is. Wow. It's amazing how vibrant and full of life villagers are now. So she was that way because of being a greeter and all ghosty like, and now she looks like a normal human again. She kind of looks more ghost-like than she did before. I don't think it's impressive as you make it out to be. Is this really so different compared to when you were alive? Yes, we didn't even have the capacity to rebuild back then. The area, it was littered with crumbled, abandoned buildings and fallen trees. A far cry from this beautiful community. Is that right? Never realized it was such a in such a shambles. What's Nana saying? She's really touched by this place. Things were more run down back then in her days. Really? We should show her around more then. Would have been nice to show her how Carnate used to look. Her eyes would have fallen out of her head. Oh, you can't see her, Nana. Oh, you can't see her. Oh, you can't see or hear Nana anymore, can you, Grin? I imagine not that. Oh, she is a ghost. I was crazy. I was like, she looks more ghost-like than she ever was before. I imagine not now that my body has taken this form. I guess that's proof of you being the normal ghost of a normal human. Make sure your soul goes where it should once your unfinished business is done. Yes, I will. I know I'm not very long for this world anymore, so I plan on seeing as many places as I can to ensure I have no regrets. That's how I plan to use the time that Mimi and the others gave me. I hope you have a great adventure. Yeah, so do I, especially since I know nothing of these present times. My nerves feel so restless. I haven't felt this excited in over a century, but now she has a whole new meaning of life, even though she's dead, and she has a whole world she can explore on her own. All right then, I guess this is where we part ways. So long. Oh, already? Not sure what's going on, but take care. I don't hold anything against you, so if you ever are ever in the pinch, just let Edel and Karja know. Haha, thank you. I wish you a wonderful voyage. May you all live your lives in the fullest. Wow. That was some crazy adventure. I was not expecting that. That was a wonderful little side plot. Did she already leave? Yeah, with a smile at that. By the way, how are you feeling? You're one who needs to worry about. Oh yeah, as you can see, I'm back in tip-top shape again. Really? What about all those belly aches you've been having? You ran off to the sick bay, clenching your stomach after we gave you the golden apple. Oh, he had to go shit. He pooped it all out. Are you still not better yet? Well, about that, I had the doc give me another checkup, and he said that I was just having indigestion from overeating lately. Wow. Excuse me? So we went through all that just because you need the shit? Damn. Basically, it turns out I was never getting agregatized to begin with. Well, sorry for making you worry about me. Say what now? You should have told her that. She's pissed now. Do you have any clue how much trouble that cost? Give me back all the toll we put in for you. I'm glad you weren't too far gone. You're banned from snacking for a while. Hey, come on, have a heart, Adel. I gotta get Rosa to give you a good scolding later. No, please, anything but that.
And that takes care of that.
Wow. We got a holy potion too for that. I feels like the whole adventure was more rewarding than that though. That was an amazing side plot. A truly amazing. Are we on, where are we? Oh. Yeah, okay. Damn, we went far. Jesus Christ. Apparently there's some stuff here too. There's stuff everywhere. I kind of want to see what this is, but I'm afraid of it going into another big old adventure. So I think I'm going to just end it here. And if I do end up going to that spot in the next episode, we'll probably do it before we start the main plot of the next island. But for now, I think this is where we're going to end. I hope you did enjoy it. I really enjoyed it a lot. We did a lot of side stuff in this episode, but it ended up turning into a very big espionage, and it was very hard feeling. So that was actually pretty sweet. So if you guys did enjoy this, let me know down in the comments down below. What is your favorite part about Ys 8? How do you feel about long adventures for JRPGs? And also, if you were a pirate, what would your pirate name be? I know that's a lot of questions, but I would like to know what you guys think in the comments down below. But for now, if you guys didn't enjoy this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more. I'm trying to hit 10K by the end of the year, and with your help and support, I could definitely do that. With that being said, I will see you in the next video next time. Bye me.